Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today we're going on an amazing adventure to a place that looks like it's from another planet. It's a land of bubbling mud, steaming rivers, and giant water fountains that shoot high into the sky. Where are we going? We're exploring the incredible wonders of Yellowstone National Park. Have you ever wondered what's happening deep under your feet, like way down? Well, in Yellowstone, the inside of the earth is super hot. Imagine a giant fiery furnace burning deep underground. This furnace is made of something called magma, which is basically melted rock. It's so hot that it heats up everything around it, especially the water. Now, Yellowstone sits right on top of one of these super hot spots. It's like putting a giant pot of water on a stove that's always on high. Rain and snow fall on the mountains, and that water seeps deep into the ground through tiny cracks in the rock. As it gets closer and closer to that underground furnace, it starts to get really hot. But here's where it gets interesting. Usually when you boil water on your stove at home, it turns to steam at 100 degrees Celsius or 212 degrees Fahrenheit. But deep underground in Yellowstone, there's a ton of rock and earth pressing down on the water. This immense pressure acts like a lid on a pot, but a super heavy one. It stops the water from boiling, even when it gets much hotter than normal boiling temperature. This creates something amazing called superheated water. It's water that's incredibly hot but is still a liquid. It's just waiting for a chance to burst. And that brings us to the most famous star of Yellowstone, the geyser. Imagine a bottle of soda. If you shake it up, all that fizz and pressure builds up inside. When you open the cap, whoosh, it sprays everywhere. A geyser is kind of like that, but with superheated water instead of soda. Deep underground, there's a whole plumbing system of cracks and tunnels in the rock. The superheated water fills up these tunnels. As more water gets heated from below, it starts to bubble just a little. Some of this hot water and steam pushes its way up to the surface. As it gets closer to the top, there's less pressure pushing down on it. Suddenly, that tiny bit of water explodes into a huge cloud of steam. This explosion acts like taking the cap off that soda bottle. It instantly releases the pressure on all the superheated water below it. And what happens next? Boom! A massive column of scalding water and steam erupts from the ground, shooting hundreds of feet into the air. This spectacular show is a geyser. The most famous one is Old Faithful, and it gets its name because it erupts very regularly, about every 90 minutes. It's like nature's own water clock. After an eruption, the underground plumbing system is empty. Cool water starts to seep back in. The whole process of heating up begins again, and the pressure builds for the next big show. It's a continuous, powerful cycle that has been happening for thousands of years. But geysers aren't the only cool things in Yellowstone. Let's talk about hot springs. These are like natural hot tubs, but way too hot for a swim. Unlike geysers, the plumbing system for a hot spring is wide open. Think of it like a big open pipe instead of a narrow, twisty one. The hot water can rise to the surface gently and continuously without any pressure building up. It just flows out and forms beautiful steaming pools. And the colors. Oh, the colors are out of this world. You'll see brilliant blues, vibrant greens, fiery oranges, and sunny yellows. These colors aren't from paint. They're alive. They come from trillions of tiny microscopic organisms called thermophils. Thermo means heat and phyle means loving. So, these are heat-loving microbes. They are like tiny superheroes that can live in water that's almost boiling. Different types of thermophiles like different temperatures. The hottest water in the center of the spring is often a stunning, deep blue. It eeks blue for the same reason the sky is blue. The water scatters blue light more than other colors. As the water flows away from the center and cools down, different colored microbes start to grow. You get the yellows, then the oranges, and then the reddish browns in the coolest parts. It's like a living rainbow painted by nature. Grand Prismatic Spring is the most famous example of this. It is bigger than a football field and is absolutely breathtaking. Next up, let's get messy with mudpots. What do you get when you mix hot water, steam, and dirt? You get a mudpot. These are areas where there's not a lot of water, but there's a lot of heat and acidic steam rising from below. This acid is so strong it can dissolve the surrounding rock into fine clay and mud. The steam and gases bubble up through this thick, gooey mixture, making it plop, gurgle, and splatter. It sounds like a giant pot of thick stew cooking. It might look messy and smell a bit like rotten eggs. That's the sulfur gas. But it's another fascinating sign of the immense heat just below the surface. They're like nature's little mud volcanoes. Finally, we have fumaroles, which are also known as steam vents. These are the hottest features in the park. In these spots, there's so little water that it all turns into steam before it can even reach the surface. So, instead of a pool of water or a geyser eruption, you just get clouds of hot steam and gases hissing out of a hole in the ground. It's like the earth is letting off a little steam. Standing near a big fumarole, you can really hear and feel the power of the planet breathing. So from the explosive power of geysers like Old Faithful, to the beautiful living colors of Grand Prismatic Spring, the bubbling goop of the mudpots and the hissing steam of the fumaroles, everything in Yellowstone is connected to that giant heat source deep underground. The superheated water is the key ingredient that creates all these strange and wonderful features. It's a powerful reminder that our planet is alive, dynamic, and always changing. Yellowstone isn't just a park. It's a window into the incredible forces that shape our world. It's a place of wonder, beauty, and a little bit of geologic magic. I hope you enjoyed our journey into the geothermal oddities of Yellowstone. It's truly one of the most unique places on Earth. If you ever get the chance to visit, you'll see for yourself just how amazing it is. Thanks so much for watching today. If you had fun learning about geysers and hot springs, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more amazing science adventures. Let us know in the comments what you thought was the coolest feature. See you next time.